Hello A to J. This is just a little midweek encouragement video for you. I'm just going to read to you from Luke chapter 4 verse 16. So this is Jesus at the start of his ministry. He's been through all the stuff that you've been through growing up, all the stuff you have gone through, all the things you are going through, and then he starts his ministry and he says this. Luke 14 verse 16, he says, "He went to Nazareth where he had been brought up, and on the Sabbath day he went into the synagogue as was his custom, and he stood up to read." The only words that I want to really take from that is that it said as was his custom. That it was the thing that Jesus always did. It was the thing that was his priority, that he wanted to gather together with God's people and be with them and learn and share with them. And it's almost like at the heart of everything of who he was. And we know that life gets hectic, life changes day to day, but I want to encourage you to make the decision to show up and be with God's people like Jesus did, to make it your priority. And it's not us saying, oh, we can tick off another person coming along to church or to A to J, but actually it's you saying, I want to grow, I want to develop, I want to see God's kingdom come in my life and in the lives of people around me. So I'm going to make it my custom to be a part of God's family, to be a part of church, to be a part of my youth group. So I want to just briefly say something about our A to J small groups, which are basically A to J family groups. So like the adult family groups, but they're just for you guys within A to J. And we see these as so important. We think that they're biblical because Jesus had a small group. The early church was made up of small groups. And in A to J, they're a fortnightly gathering in the midweek time where you can be refreshed, you can grow, you can be cared for, you can build really strong friendships, and actually you can use and discover the gifts that God has given you. And we're so excited for A to J's family groups this year, to see them growing in many ways, to see you guys growing as being a part of them in many ways. So I want you to choose to make it your custom to be with God's people. So sign up to be a part of A to J's family groups this Sunday to make sure you don't miss out on that. Have an amazing week. See you on Sunday.